Right now at 5.
It is therefore with deep sadness and regret that I must inform you that according to this new data, flight MH370 ended in the southern Indian Ocean.
It's news that wasn't unexpected, but that doesn't make it any less difficult to hear. Tonight, 17 days later, it appears Malaysia Flight 370 came to a tragic end. Malaysian officials announced today they no longer believe that anyone survived Flight 370.
And some family members received the news via text message before the morning's news conference.
Now, the flight, of course, left Kuala Lumpur on March 8th. It turned around the point of last radar contact and is now believed to have headed back south to the southern Indian Ocean, where just last week satellites showed images of possible debris. CBS 4's Brian Andrews is here now with today's big developments and what they mean. Brian?
Well, tonight they say they know where it went down, but they still don't know why. Relatives lashed out at the media. Others were wheeled away on stretchers. And others simply fell to the floor in uncontrollable emotion after getting the news in person. Grim news also sent to them via text message that none of those aboard survived.
They made this announcement today. Is it really true? What's their proof?
Once the families were told, Malaysia's prime minister told the world.
Flight MH370 ended in the southern Indian Ocean.
New analysis from British investigators found the 777's last position was near the middle of the Indian Ocean, far away from any possible landing sites, near an area where possible debris was spotted. It was an Australian crew flying over the search zone who discovered two objects in the water, one round, the other orange. Chinese aircraft spotted two big floating objects and several smaller ones. An Australian Navy ship is now in the region, hoping to retrieve them. So tonight, the search for the bulk of that wreckage and the flight data recorders at the bottom of this very remote part of the Indian Ocean. And Cynthia and Elliot, this is the responsibility of the Malaysian government because this was a Malaysian-flagged jetliner. The U.S. is assisting. We have sent a listening device that'll be used in some of the ships out there. But this is their baby when it comes to the recovery of the wreckage.
So I guess the outstanding question here is, where does the investigation go now? We know what happened, but we don't know why. So now what?
Well, yes, it's finding the wreckage in the black boxes.
And it's such a vast area, and the Malaysians are in charge, but of course they are getting help, not just from the United States, Australia and other countries as well, and they need it.
I think the best thing to keep in mind here is this is an area where if you stack the Empire State Building on top of itself like 6 or 7 times, that would be the deepest point. So they're dealing with tremendous depths.
All right, yeah. Brian Andrews, thank you so much for your report.
Thank you, Brian. Well.